See family records. Learn to find your family in the 1900 census. What can be found? Homes, names, relationships, race, gender, age, marriage, children, birthplace, immigration, employment, and education. This page is from the 1900 census in Osceola County, Michigan, sheet 6B. It was taken June 13, 1900. The census was taken by Irvin Case. This copy was found on Ancestry.com. We will study Lydia Thompson and others from this page. Name. In column 3, we find Lydia Thompson on line 74. She is living with her son, Moses Thompson, and his family. Home. The census taker in Osceola County, Michigan left the street name and the house numbers blank. This census taker in Hamilton County, Ohio, wrote the name of the street and the house number on each house. Column 1, dwelling. Column 2, family visited. Lydia Thompson's son, Moses' family, was the 131st house and the 140th family the census taker visited in taking the census. Column 26, owned or rented. Column 27, mortgaged or free ownership. Column 28, farm or home. Column 29, number of farm the census taker had visited. Row 68, Moses Thompson was renting a home. Relationship. Lydia Thompson is listed as mother. Moses Thompson is listed as head. Adia is listed as wife. Silas, Euless, Odo, and Joseph are listed as sons. Other relationships might be daughter, aunt, uncle, brother, sister, etc. Race. Lydia Thompson and everyone else on this page are listed as W for white. Gender. Lydia and Adia were listed as F for female. Moses and his sons are listed as M for male. Age. The 1900 census is the only census that gives the month and the year each person was born. Moses was born July 1852, age 47. Adia was born September 1862, age 37. Silas was born November 1878, age 21. Ulysses was born December 1881, age 18. Odo was born October 1889, age 10. Joseph was born February 1896, age 4. Lydia was born December 1815, age 84. Marriage. A person's marriage status is given. Lydia is listed as a widow. Moses and his wife, Adia, are listed as M for married. Their sons are listed as S for single. Some people might be listed with a D for divorced. The number 22 is listed next to Moses and Adia's status as married. This shows they have been married for 22 years. Children. Column 11 asks how many children a woman had. Column 12 asks how many of those children are still living. We see here that Adia had 4 children and 4 are still living. Lydia had 12 children and 9 are still living. Notice the 8-year gap in age from Ulysses to Odo. This gap in age often means that a child died, the woman had a miscarriage, or this was a second marriage for the husband. Birthplace. Column 13 shows a person's place of birth. Column 14 and 15 is the father and mother's place of birth. We see that Lydia Thompson was born in Canada, but her parents were born in Pennsylvania. Moses was born in Canada. His father was born in New York and mother in Canada. From this, we learn that Lydia's husband was born in New York and they lived in Canada when Moses was born. Columns 16, 17, and 18 are about citizenship. NA is naturalized. All paperwork for citizenship was complete. PA, papers for citizenship had been started. AL, alien, no paperwork for citizenship had been started. Above Lydia is George Grover. He immigrated in 1893 and has been in the country for 7 years. He has become a naturalized citizen. Lydia immigrated in 1855 and has been in the United States for 45 years. Notice that her parents were born in Pennsylvania, so she was born a U.S. citizen. Employment. This page shows some of the jobs listed in column 19 and 20. Physician, hoop maker, harness maker, driver dray, salesman clothing, opera house manager. Education. Column 21 to 24 ask questions about education. 21. How many months did they attend school? 22. Can the person read? 23. Can the person write? 24. Can they speak English? Otto attended school for 10 months. Joseph is too young, so his were left blank. Everyone else can read, write, and speak English. Farm. Column 28 is the number of the farm visited. No one on the page with Lydia lived on a farm. This image is from the next page, in which it shows it was the 9th farm visited. 1900 Census Challenge. See if you can find the following. A relative in the 1900 census. The street your relative lived on. The type of work your relative did. A person who came to the country before 1860. The end.